Hey folks, Dave back here, and I'm going to attempt to play some Strat baseball tonight. I'm in the mood for something a little different tonight. And I'm in the mood, was that Robert Plant song? So yeah, so I'm going to try something a little different tonight. And you guys know that I'm terrible at Strat baseball, so that's why I play basic. And I'm going to try not to wreck this game too much. So just bear with me as I try to play this. I'm just setting up the chat here as I always do. And here we go. All right, so I think we're good. And I have the lineups from Game 1. This is Game 1, Sox at Angels. And so I have the lineups here all set up. And I even got the pitchers that come in and the pinch hitters and stuff. So I'm going to try to do that as well. Yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to kind of start with who played in the game and then go from there. So anyway, I guess we'll get going here. So we have the Al Wilson scoreboard, I love this thing. I like the football one too. You know that already. I don't think I can get that any better over here. Can I maybe come a little closer here so you can see that a little bit more? It's about as good as I'm going to get that, I think. So, let me just read off the lineup here. I'm on the website, so I'll read off the lineup here. So for Boston, we have Damon in center, Bellhorn at second, Manny in left, Ortiz the DH, Millar at first, Veritek the catcher, Cabrera the short, Miller the third baseman, Kapler in right field, and Schilling is going to be pitching. And for the Angels, Figgins at third, Erstad at first, Guerrero in right, Anderson in center, Klaus the DH, Devan in left field, Funky Cold Molina is the catcher, XD in the shortstop, Emizaga, second base, and Washburn is the pitcher. Again, I don't know a lot of these Angels. I thought I'd know more of the Angels, but I don't. I was going to play the Yankees, but I was like, let's play California first before I get too crazy and play the Yankees. Because Jack had always told me that the Yankees would easily beat the Sox if I played here. So we're going to go here. We're going to play. And this comes off the heels of me watching that Netflix series with the Red Sox. It was a 3-part series about the 2004 Red Sox. I thought it was pretty darn cool. So I'm in the mood to play some 2004 Red Sox. So here we go. Now, the only thing that's kind of weird about these cards here, they have this little symbol here, and I'm not sure what that is. And I also have 2 Dave Roberts and 2 Orlando Cabreras, and I didn't know which one to use. They both say Boston, so I picked one, and we're just going to go with that unless I can figure out what the deal is. Alrighty, so we have Washburn on the mound, and he's going to face Damon here. We're going to kick things off. Ooh, you know what I need over here? I need to get my score sheet. I have my score sheet all filled out here so I can put what happened. And here we go. All right, so it's Boston and California here, 2004 Strat Basic Baseball. I was watching someone else play Strat Basic Baseball on their channel. It was pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, let's play some Strat Basic. Barbara's here. Happy birthday, Barbara. Still got a couple hours left in your birthday. I saw the Rangers got you a win, so that's good. I don't know how the Mets did today. But at least the Rangers got a win, right? I think the Rangers got a win. All right, so here we go. So we have a 1-6. That's going to be a ground ball down to short. And so it's going to be a G6. And we have one away here in the Boston first. Dave Little coming by from his secret hideaway base somewhere in the Midwest. We're not really sure. And Cleveland Baseball says the logo is the MLB Players Association logo. The reason it might be 2 cards for some players probably because they were traded there. One is total stats, one is stats for the team. Yeah, and that's the thing is I can't figure out which one to use. Again, I don't know much about it. And Barbara says, yes, the one, and laughing on the Mets. And RJL, stop by, Robert, come by. He just played some Strat hockey tonight. I don't know what kind of sorcery is going on that channel, but he did pretty well. He played basic Strat hockey. I like the advanced, Robert, myself. Basic's a little too basic. Advanced is good. I don't play super advanced when I play Strat hockey, except on the computer. But when I play on the table, I play advanced. It's just a little bit more than basic, but it's not nearly as much as super. I just don't like the super. That's just me. You might really like it. And So, but I'm glad that you played some hockey tonight, because it's good to see hockey back on your channel. And if you're interested in any Strat hockey seasons, maybe we can make some trades. I know you had an Apple hockey season down there, so maybe we can make a trade if you don't like the Apple hockey, because I don't play my Strat hockey very much at all, as you probably know. Alan coming by, and thanks for coming by, Alan. So we got a Bellhorn up now. He's facing Jared Washburn. And so that's going to be a 5 and an 8. And 5-8 is going to be a walk. He gets the Pantera walk. Alrighty, so we're going to have to put one of our little Al Wilson guys here on first base, and that'll represent Bellhorn. He's the C stealer, so we're not going to steal, because he's a C. I don't like to steal with guys like that. And now it's Manny. Manny being Manny. Let's see what Manny being Manny can do with one away and a man on first base. Manny being Manny. And I got a 2 and an 8. Oh, that's going to be double 1 to 9, single 10 to 20. I got a 19. But that's a single 2 bases, because he's single, because he likes to mingle. And Bellhorn goes down to third, so the Sox bats have already woken up here. So Ramirez gets a single, and Bellhorn goes down to third. So we have first and third with one away, and it doesn't get any easier for Jared Washburn. He's taking on David Ortiz. 2 on, 1 away, and Ortiz at the plate. They're playing for the double play. And I get a 2-11. Uh-oh. That's a ground ball, second base A++. Ground ball, second base A. That's going to be a double play. Right? Double play. Batter is out at first. If one or more runners are forced, it's the completion of a double play. Oh, that's going to be a double play. So with the runners in scoring position, he hits into a double play. Oh, David. And that ends the inning. So they do get a hit on the single by Manny, but they get absolutely nothing for runs. And so now we're going to go to the bottom of the first. And it's no score here. Schilling on the mound. Let's go, Kurt. Come on, Kurt. Let's go. He faces Chone Figgins. I don't know how to say his name. I'm not familiar with some of these guys, so I'm just going to call him Figgins. It's me, Figgins, sir. All right, let's clear the bases. Right, clear the bases. And here we go. So Schilling will deal. That's a 5-8. Struck him out. 1 away. Figgins goes down with a big whiff. And now we have Darren Erstad. He is the first baseman. And I have a 1-9. Ground ball, second base A. So I'm taking it that's going to be a ground ball. The second is an out. And there's 2 away here in the Angel first. Now we had Vladimir Guerrero. He's playing in right field today, Vladimir is. And I'm going to get a 2 and a 9. That's a fly ball into center field. And coming over is my center fielder, Johnny Damon. And that's a F8. And it's a 1, 2, 3 inning here. So we're going to go to the top of the second. Things are moving on pretty quick here. Figgins. Yeah, I figured it was Figgins. I didn't know his first name, though. Chone Figgins. No disrespect. I just don't know it. Again, I'm the hockey guy. There's a guy that plays for our team, and it's Myasnikov. I can say Russian names without a problem. I'm getting pretty good at the French names, too. But some of these guys I'm not really sure of. All right, so Kevin Millar coming up, and he is the first baseman. And he is quite the character, from what I hear. And a 5 and a 9. Uh-oh! Oh, my gosh! A home run, 1-18. And I got a 19 here. I don't know if you can see that. That's a 19. Oh, man, he just missed a home run. So he smacks it off the wall, and that'll be a double for Millar. He nearly put that out of the park. So Millar is on second base. I can't believe that 1-18 home run. I know Robert tonight had a 1-17 on a save, I think it was. A 1-17 on a goal, and he rolled like a 19. So, as Ron says, 99 is not 100. All right, so we have Varitek coming up. Let's see what Tech can do. He's the catcher. Man on second. Absolutely nobody out. I don't think we're going to bunt. Should I bunt him over? Would Varitek bunt? Probably not, right? I don't think Varitek would bunt. I'm going to let Tech hit. So I got a 4 and an 8. And that's going to be a single. Now, I think I could try for the extra base, right? It's just a straight single. But I think Millar, his running is 1 to 10. So he's got a 50-50 chance of scoring. I'm going to say no. I'm going to hold up. So we got first and third with absolutely nobody out. So the Sox bats are lighting up Washburn here. Shown as it looks is also correct. Okay, cool. So now we got something going on here. So Cabrera comes up. So now would Uncle Ron pull the infield in? Probably not, right? I don't even know if you can do that in basic, and I don't even know how to do that. So we're just gonna play and have some fun tonight. We're not gonna worry about infields in and all that stuff. I know you guys like that, but Dave's the hockey guy, so we just play basic. So we got nobody out. It's first and third. Orlando Cabrera. And we got a 6 and 11. Ground ball, first base, C. So batter is out at first. Everybody else advances. So he hits this, nubs it down to first base. And making the play is Erstad, but he can only get to first. So the run will score. Varitek to second, and Cabrera with a G3 knocks in a run. So we got a runner scoring there. That's Miller. Miller scores. Varitek to second. And the Sox lead 1-0, and I need to start getting my scoreboard stuff over here, don't I? Don't you need to change the scoreboard? Where are my ones? Uh-oh. Here they are. I have all my stuff in individual baggies here is what I like to do. So the Sox lead 1-0. Isn't the scoreboard so damn cool? I hate to say it, but it is. It is pretty darn cool. I don't have the hockey one yet, but I might grab that maybe like Black Friday or something. I'm not sure if he has a sale or not on that. But all right, so it's 1-0 here for the Sox. So they get a double, a single, and then a ground ball to third. Infield in is used in the basic. The GB++ becomes a single through the drawn and infield advance 2 bases. I see. But what is the benefit of that? So if I play infield in, it must turn something into an out, you know? I'm in a really good mood tonight, so good to see this. I guess so. I had a day off, kind of. I only had to work 2 hours today. So for me, 2 hours is a day off. And then I went out to lunch, and I gorged myself on lunch. And then I worked in the yard. I did a lot of leaves. Me and Sharon were out doing leaves today. We went to the 99. My friend wanted to go to the 99. I went to the 99, so I got the surf and turf. Ordered my steak medium, and it was so flat, it was like a piece of shoe leather. And I says, wait a sec. Waitress says, let me cut into this medium steak. I cut it open, and it was just completely brown. I was like, this is beyond well done. I says, I can eat a lot of steaks a lot of different ways, but this is way too much. She goes back. She comes out a few minutes later. Okay, try this. And it was wicked thick. And I go, this ain't even cooked. I cut it open. It was completely red. I go, well, we got well done and we got completely well rare. I says, find something in the middle. Throw this back on for a few minutes. So she comes back, and they threw it on for a couple minutes. It comes back, and it was perfect medium rare. Perfect medium rare. I was like, oh, now we got it. Let's see. Sports Time Machine says, GBA, GBC, runner third holds with infield in. Oh, okay. GBB, runner out at home. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, third time is a charm, isn't it? I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's 99. I'm not expecting, Chef Ramsay there cooking my meal. But come on. I mean, this thing was beyond cooked. This was burnt. This was rubber. And then the other one, it was like, oh, my gosh. Sharon's like, oh, that's gross. I was like, yeah. 99 is always a hit or a miss. Yeah. But when it came back, when they put it back on the grill, it came back. It was awesome. Seafood was okay. I thought, what else we had? We had some appetizers that were good, skins and wings. They were fine. It's never awful, but neither again is it ever awesome. It's always somewhere in the middle, the 99. I like the 99. All right, so after all that food talk, Cabrera is out on the hit down the first. So the runner will score. And we have one away. And at second base is Varitek. And it's going to be Bill Miller coming up, right? Miller. Bill Mueller, but I think it's Miller. And he's the third baseman. You know, I learned about that after watching that little series on Netflix. I didn't realize how many guys they brought in that year. And even when they traded Nomar, that's all stuff I'd forgot about. But it was great watching them interview Schilling and Miller and Damon and the coach there. I didn't realize there's a lot of things I just didn't realize about that season. Just stick to friendlies. I wish they did. This is how any more friendlies are around here anymore. They were great. That was the friendlies was the first place. I don't want to go off on a food talk, but maybe I will. That I got a hamburger on toast. They would cook the toast and butter it and put the hamburger on the toast. It was not a hamburger bun. It was a piece of bread toasted. And I was like, this is different. A hamburger on a piece of toast, but it was awesome. I liked the friendly stuff. The hamburgers were good. The fries were good. The fribbles, oh my gosh, the fribbles were to die for when they put the little silver thing on the table. Oh, friendlies were so good. So good. 99 abandoned New Jersey years ago. That's too bad. That's too bad. I didn't get the fried egg on the burger. That's what I didn't do. I forget what they called it. It wasn't the They had a name for that hamburger at Friendly's. I forget what it was called. It wasn't. No, Denny's was the Denny burger, but Friendly's had a name for their hamburger. It was pretty good. I'll think of it later. All right, so Miller comes up, facing Washburn in a 1-0 game. Man on second. I have a 2 and a 9. Oh, that's going to be a single. Now I think, right? I think Varitek can try to score. So he's running 1-11. 1-11. So that means he will score if I roll 1-11, right? Is that how that goes? If I want to take the extra base? I think I got my instructions here. Again, I'm very new at Strat. I haven't played it all that much. So, when no asterisk is present, and there's no asterisk, this is a straight-up single on the 2-9. The manager of the team may elect to have his runners attempt the extra base. To attempt the extra base, consult the lead base runner's running rating and roll the 20-sided die. If it falls in range, he gets the 1 extra base. If it's greater than, he's out. If there's 2 outs, add 2. No, it's not 2 outs. So he's got a 1-11. Varitek's got a 1-11. It's a little bit more than a 50% chance to make this a 2-0 game. So there's 1 out. Miller with a single. 2-9. Miller with a single. I don't know. What would you guys do? Another replay guy comes by. Mike, it's good to see you, Mike. We still got to coordinate the rest of that digital to dice com. We've kind of gone quiet on that for a week. I know I've been busy and you've been busy, but we need to kind of wrap that up, get the rest of the details out when we can. Need to have maybe some kind of a Black Friday special, Christmas special. I don't know. We'll do something. And Friendlies is good. Do you have Friendlies down there in Connecticut? If you do, we should go. All right, so I don't know what to do here. Do I send Millar? 1-11. So I got to roll this and get 1-11 to score him, and that'll not get another run. Or I can go first and third, but then that sets up Kapler, my 9-hitter, right? And that would bring up a possible for double play like the last inning. We're up 1-0. I'm gonna go. Our bats are doing good, and I'm gonna take the chance. So 1-11, Varitek will score. So Varitek is gonna try. They're waving him home. He's in there with the 4. So that's a single, because Mala likes to mingle, and he will drive home a run. So Veritek scores, Mala to first, and it is now 2 to absolutely nothing. So let me get my 2s out. The All-American Burger at Friendly's. I forget what it was called. It was called something. It wasn't the All. It was. They had a name for it. I can't think of the name for it. I know they had the fishermajig. Didn't really care for that. Tartar sauce was not my thing. All right, so Gabe Kapler comes up. So we have Mueller on first. Miller on. I think it's called Miller. Miller on first, and Kapler comes up against Washburn, who's given up a hit in the last inning and 3 hits in this inning. So the Red Sox bats are lighting it up here. I got a 2 and a 4. Ground ball, shortstop A. And that's a double play. So kind of a good thing that I sent him home. So he hits into a double play, and that ends the inning. But they get 3 hits, and they get 2 runs. And that's where we are right now. So the double play ends the inning, but they get 2 runs here. Miller with a double, Veritek with a single. A ground out, and then a single again, and that's where we are. So it is 2-0 Sox as we go to the bottom of the second. The Jim Dandy. Yeah, I remember the Jim Dandy with the banana. My stepfather used to love the Jim Dandies. And I was like, but it's got a banana in it. You can't have ice cream with bananas. He loved them. He loved them. They were great. I was just a hot fudge sundae guy. That was just me. All right, so we have Anderson coming up. Anderson is the center fielder going up against Schilling. A 3-4. And that is gone. Anderson sends this out, and that's a home run. And just like that, California is on the board, and he's going to do his little trip around the bases because that's very important. Whew. So, Schilling gives up a homer here, and now it's Troy Glaus, I think it is. It must be a German guy, Glaus. Come on, Klaus. So we got a 3 and a 4, and ooh, that's a strikeout. Ooh, I thought we had another home run here. But he struck him out, so there's 1 away now here in the A's second. Jeff Devannon. I think that's how you say his name, right? Oh, by the way, I have my Angels hat on, just so you know I'm not playing favorites tonight. I got my Angels hat on, so we'll see how that works. Devannon, a 3-8. Struck him out. So Schilling with 3 strikeouts here in this game already. And now we got Jose Molina, the catcher, the funky Cole Molina. And we're going to have a 2 with a 12. Ground ball back to the mound, so a G1, and that is that. Well, they'll get 1 hit and 1 run on the home run, and that's where we'll stand here. All right, so 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Yep, so we go to the top of the third here in California. I still can't think of the name of that hamburger. It was called something because I used to get it all the time. Don't remember the name of it. Patty melt was on the toast bread too. Yeah, no, the hamburgers though. The hamburger itself was on. It was awesome. It was toast. It was toasted bread. It was a piece of toast, and it was. But it was, it wasn't a hamburger bun. It was on toast. It was like, man, this is unbelievable. It's a hamburger on a toasted piece of bread. We didn't do that as a kid. It was either a hamburger bun or a piece of bread, but it was never toasted. They had this toasted. It was like magic. I was like, how did they do this? Not thinking it was just toast. Well, we still enjoyed it very, very much. All right, so we're in the third now. So 4 hits for the Sox to 1 for the A's. Top of the third. Johnny Damon's going to lead us off here. All righty, so here we go. And I get a 2 and a 4 for Damon. Fly ball into right field. And F9, and making that catch is going to be Vladimir Guerrero. Bellhorn coming up. He is the second baseman, and he walked. He made it all the way to third, but he didn't score. So I have a 6 and a 4, and he popped it up over to first base, and Erstad's going to make the play. So we're going to call that a P3. And now, oh, I didn't move the out. Now there's 2 away. So we have 2 outs here. And Doug comes by. He says, Frisco. I'm not sure what you mean by Frisco. Is that like the Frisco Kid? Remember that movie, The Frisco Kid? Manny singled at 2-9. And this time, Manny struck him out. So 1, 2, 3 go the Sox. No hits that inning. So maybe Jared Washburn has settled down here for the A's. So we go to the bottom of the third. 2-1 for the Red Sox. So Schilling back on the mound. He gave up that leadoff home run to Anderson last inning, and that's how the A's are on the board here. So we're going to have Eckstein, David Eckstein, who was the shortstop. There's David Eckstein. And I got a 4 and a 7. Ground ball, second base, X. Okay, so we have our first X rating here, and that's Bellhorn, who's a 4. So on my hitting chart, on my thing over here, a 4, right? So we're going to use this roll because I haven't used it yet. So a 20 on a 4 is out 1. And so the runners advance 1 base. So there's no runners. So I take it that's just a ground out. So maybe the only play was the first. So he's going to ground out. So we're going to call that Eckstein is a G4. That's second base 4, right? Okay. Okay, so Eckstein is out. And now we have Alfred Amazaga, the second baseman. Is that how you say that? Amazaga? We're going to find out. Fenner comes by. It's middle of the night where Fenner is. I'm pretty sure, right? It's like middle of the night for you. This is like your lunch break, 10 o'clock Boston time. So we have a 4 and a 10. And that's a ground ball third. Oh, no, that's Schilling's guy, sorry. Yeah, ground ball third base X, right? 4, 10. Ground ball third base X with an 18. So third base is Miller with a 3. And an 18 on a 3 is, we got some craziness happening here. 18 with a 3. 1 base error, right? 18, 1 base error, 1. Runners advance 1 base. So down at third base, we have an error here. So Amazaga hits it down to third, and Miller boots it. And so they have their first base runner. So Amazaga's down on second. His stealing is a B. What do you think? We're going to steal. His stealing is a B. So I need 1 to 13. So down by 1 with 1 out here in the third. He's going to take off. So they're going to give him the sign. Stealing B. 1 to 13. And he's in there. So he's going to steal the base. So Amazaga is going to go down to second on a stolen base. And so that puts the tying run in scoring position. So there's still only 1 away, and it's a top of the order here with Figgins. It's Figgins, sir. So he's down at second. Schilling, can he pitch his way out of this? Interesting setup. Says cut historical. I mean, it's just Strat with the baseball field. It's kind of my new setup now when I use these things here. That's what I do. And Fenner says it's 7:15. He got off a little early tonight. Okay. The Big Beef. The Big Beef. That's it. Is yes. Allen coming through. The Big Beef. That's what it was called. The Big Beef Burger at Friendly's. I couldn't think of the name of it. I wasn't even close. The Big Beef. Yes, the Big Beef. Big hamburger on the toast. I'm hungry again. I want to eat that right now. Fenner says, David, playing more 1905. Apple 11. I played 1905 was it 05 or 08 the other night I played? It was fun. He's got the Cubs and the Cardinals on his table. Cardinals had a triple play in Appa. That's awesome. I played a game the other night, too. I forget what teams I played, but I had Deborah. Somebody sent me those cards and said, I need to play this here. So I played a game, and I'll be playing more of that. That was a fun time. I like that era. Big Frosty, I think. Frosty Bill was my pitcher. That was cool. I love those names. All right, so Figgins is up now, and we have a 5 11. Ground ball, first base, X. So on the first base, X. So that's it down to Miller, who's a 4. And I got a 4 and a 1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a double 2. Yeah, Miller's a 4 defense. And on the 1, right, first base, that's a double 2. Runners advance 2 bases. So now, so that knocks a run home. So that double by Figgins here in the second has sent Amazaga home, and it's 2-2. So, well, it looked like it was going to be an easy Red Sox win, but now we're tied at 2-2. All right, so Figgins is on second, and he's a good runner, so he'll be coming home with any kind of hit in the outfield. Still just 1 away, and it's going to be Darren Erstad who grounded out. So let's see what the Sox can do with this guy here. So we got a man on second. That burger plus the chocolate fribble contains carb grams for the entire week, and and that was okay. It's okay. Dave Little says it's like Oakland Coliseum playing baseball in the field with the football marking still visible. Yeah. I just like this because it's a green background and just it gives me something to put here to roll the dice on, and it keeps all the cards nice and steady. If I was rolling on here, it would make so much noise and dice would be bouncing everywhere. So here we go. A 1-7 struck him out. That's a big strikeout here. So there's 2 away in the third in a tie game. And coming up now is Guerrero, who flied out. So Guerrero with a man on second. Chance to put the Angels ahead. I get a 4-10. Ground ball, third base X. Another third base check. Oh, my gosh. Miller, is he going to make another error here? Miller is a 3 with an 18. And, oh, my gosh. This is not good. Not good. Is it Mueller or Miller? I thought it was Miller. So I got a 3-18. One base error. It's another error for Miller. Miller boots it. Runners advance 1 base. So this guy goes here. He's not going to score on the play. I'm going to say he's not going to score because it hit the third and it just says 1 base. So I'm going to say, I mean, maybe I could try for home, but I'm going to say because he knocked it down. I don't know. Like I say, it's all interpretation. So it's that second error of the inning. So I don't. Maybe I played that right. Maybe I played it wrong. I don't know. Arnold says he always plays Strat Basic. I like the Basic. I just do. I don't know why. I like the looks of this. It's simpler. It's faster. I just like it. Being a hockey guy, this is fine for me. Oh, boy. So now Anderson comes up, and all he's done is hit a home run today. He's 1 for 1 with a homer. And California now has a chance to blow this open with 2 outs in the third. Can Schilling buckle down? I got a 4 and a 9. And he struck him out, so he'll get out of this jam. But they're going to get, well, they only got the 1 hit, but they're going to get 1 run to tie it. All right, so the Sox get nothing here. All right, just the 1. And Messiah scores, and they got the 1 hit, which is the double. Two errors, though, in that inning. And we are tied at 2-2 as we go to the 4th. So we got some action going on here in California. So I don't know. Do we take Miller out? It's pronounced Miller. That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought it was Miller. So if I go to the, where's my website here? If I go to the website, Miller, I don't know. Miller played the whole game. It was Millar come out for Mankiewicz and Bellhorn come out for Pokey Reese. For those of you scoring at home. So, all right, so David Ortiz will lead things off in the top of the 4th. He hit into a double play with runners at first and third back in the 1st. So we are in the top of the 4th. We have 4 hits for the Sox and 2 for the Angels and 2 errors for the Red Sox. Both the third baseman Miller. All right, so let's see what David can do here against Washburn. Oh, a 6 and 11 ground ball, first base. And so scooping this up is Erstad. So he's going to hit it down to first. Easy play. And we have one away in the fourth. Millar, up yet, Millar, as Brian comes by. Hi, Brian. I got a 2 and a 5. And he hits a single because he likes to mingle. So he's 2 for 2, a double and a single. So Millar is on. He's not going to steal. And so now it's going to be Varitek coming up. Boy, it's fun playing these guys here. I remember watching this series a little bit. I think I told the story about the Yankees where I was when that game 3 when it was like 355 to 10. I watched that whole thing. I stayed up all night watching that. I just got home from the Ice Cats game. Alrighty, it's one away, man on first, and Varitek who singled. Varitek, I got a 3 and a 9. Oh, he's gonna double. He's gonna double now. Millar is a 1 to 10. So with one away and Cabrera coming up, I got a 50% chance of scoring. I'm going to hold him. All right, I'm going to hold him. So we have Varitek with a 3-9. It's a double. So we're going to have second and third, right? So second and third for Cabrera. Now, was he one of the ones that had 2 cards? I don't know if I'm using the right card or not for Cabrera. See, like Dave Roberts has 2 cards, and they both say Boston. So I don't know which one to use here. You know, he's got. Oh wait, this is 319. That's his, and then 86 is. Oh, maybe this is the one I should be using. I don't know. And Cabrera's got another one here too. So this is 228 and this is 618. I don't know which one to use. That's the thing. I just don't know. So before anybody yells at me, I just don't know. Alrighty, so I'm just using. I just picked one. Again, it's all for fun. It's all for fun tonight. All right, so now Cabrera comes up, and he's got 2 on and 1 away. We're not going to... Do I walk him and pitch to Miller and play for the double play? I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to walk him. I'm going to load the bases with 1 away. So I'm going to go intentional walk. I'm going to load the bases and pitch to Miller. That's what I'm going to do. I don't know why. The ones with the fewest at bats are for Boston because they were picked up at the trade deadline. Oh, okay. I guess that would make sense. But I've already chosen my card, so I'm just going to use that. I don't know which one's better or worse. I just don't know. All right, so Bill Miller comes up. He got a chance. He's got the redeemer here. He's got 2 errors in this game. So the coach is like, you need to redeem yourself here for those errors by knocking in a run. So let's see what he can do. So Miller coming up with the bases loaded and 1 away. If he hits into a double play, we're taking him out of the game. That's all I'm going to say. So we have a 6 and a 2. Ground ball to the pitcher, B. Runner on first is out. Batter safe. Wait. B. Batter is out at first. If the runners are forced, runner on first is out. Batter is safe. Other runners advance 1 base. Okay, so we're going to go with he hit it back to the mound, and he tried for 2 and didn't get it. So it's going to be a 1. We'll call it 1-5 out. Miller scores. Varitek to third. Cabrera is out, and he goes to first. So Varitek, Miller scores. Varitek here, And the out at second base is Cabrera. So Miller gets the first. So the Sox will cash in with a run. So he does put the ball in play. And I think that's how it worked out. So the Sox will go up 3-2, if I did all that correctly. And I think I did, because there's only one away. Now there's two away, because they tried for two and didn't get it, right? I think that's how it is. So they tried for two and didn't get it. Something like that. Okay, so Miller gets the job done, as our Red Sox fan would say. And Alan says, I got it right. Good. That's what I like to hear. It's not a difficult game, but I just haven't played enough of it to really get in the groove with Strat baseball, but I still like it. I wish they had more seasons. I would absolutely grab more Strat seasons to play basic mode. But you have to go on the black market to find seasons that you want to play. All right, so we have Gabe Kapler. He hit into a double play. So we have two outs, so he can't hit into a double. The good news is Gabe cannot hit into a double play right now because there's two away. So we have one in, runners on the corners. And, yep, so let's go here. So we have Gabe Kapler against Washburn. A 1 and a 4. Ground ball, shortstop, A++. So we're just going to call that a ground out, right? So Kapler's just going to hit a G6, and we'll call it a day. So the Sox pick up 1. They get 2 more hits. They now have 6, and they lead this one 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so Schilling back on the mound here. He's throwing a 2-hitter right now as we go to the 4th. And Troy Glaus comes up, and Glaus struck out, right? Struck out. Are there many dead ball seasons for Strat? I'm not really sure. Someone would have to go to the Strat website and look it up. I have 1911. I almost played 1911. I bought that a long time ago for fun, and I haven't done anything with it. But I think I'm going to pull out 1911 and have some fun with it. But I'm in the mood to play some Red Sox and some 2004 tonight. So we have a 5 and a 7. Uh-oh, that's going to be a double for his trouble. So Glaus is going to start the inning off with a double. And just like that, the tying run is on second base. And now we have Jeff Devannon coming up. He struck out. So let's see what he can do with the man on base. And we have a 6 and a 7. And, that's a single 1 to 5. Line out to second base, 6 and a 20. So he lines it out right at Bellhorn. So that's going to be an L4. And Bellhorn with a stab. And that saves a run. And I think in the advanced game you would check to see if you got him, I think, on a double play. But we're going to go with the line out here in basic mode. Now, Jose Molina, the funky cold Molina, comes up. He grounded out, and we have 1 away. And so now we have a 2 and a 3. Ground ball, shortstop, A plus injury. I'm not going to be playing with injuries tonight, so I'm going to say shortstop A. If no runners are forced, runners hold. So he's going to look back Glaus and throw to first. So it's going to be a G6. So good play there by Cabrera. And he throws out the funky cold Molina. And now we have David Eckstein coming up. He is the shortstop tonight. He grounded to Bellhorn. So we have 2 outs and the tying run at second base here in the 4th inning. This has been a fun one. I've enjoyed this. And we have a 4 and a 4. Fly ball center field X. This could be a problem. In the center field, Damon is a 2. We have a 2-8. And he will make that catch, though. And they could have tagged on the play. But, nope, he makes the catch. So, Damon comes over, fly ball 8. And I just get nervous about errors now because we've had a bad error game. So, that is that. So, they do get a hit. That's 3 hits now for the Angels. I almost said the A's. technically it's A's, but it's Angels, right? Because it's both with A. And so now we go to the top of the 5th. Washburn still on the mound here. 3-2 game. I don't think we need to worry about fatigue right now, right? Not 3-2 when we have 6 hits and 3 hits. It's really not been terrible. So Johnny Damon will lead it off, and he is the center fielder, and he's grounded out and flied out, so he's due for a line drive, right? So I have a 2 and a 9. Fly ball into center field. And so making that catch is Anderson, and we have one away. Bellhorn. He's walked and popped out. A 6 and a 6. And fly ball into right field, and Guerrero will shag that one. And we have 2 away. And now Manny will come up. Manny's got a single and a strikeout. So 2 away. Washburn facing Ramirez. And I have a 3 and a 10. Ground ball to shortstop. And so it's going to be a nice, easy play over there for Eckstein. And that'll do it here in the Sox 5th. So, no runs, no hits, no errors. So in the Sox 4th, they got 1. And then they got nothing. So I'm just marking off my score sheet here. Sorry about that. I like to kind of follow along up here. I love this Superstar Baseball score sheet. This is what I use. I forget where I found it. But I have it somewhere, and I just printed out a ton of them. And for me, it works pretty good. I really like it. All right, so Washburn is out of here for this inning. And at the bottom of the 5th, Schilling back on the mound, pitching a 3-hitter. It's 3-2. And we have Emazaga up, and he hit it down to third base. We all know what happened there. Everything to third base has been an error tonight, unfortunately, if you're a Sox fan. I got a 3 and a 9. Struck him out. So Schilling with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts tonight. Yep, 6 strikeouts. And we have 1 away. Chone Figgins. It's Figgins, sir. 4 and 5. Oh, ground ball shortstop X. I don't like these X plays. I don't like these X files. Shortstop Cabrera, 2 and a 1. Shortstop 2 and a 1 that gets by him. It's going to be a single. So Figgins singles because he likes to mingle. And so Figgins is on. We got our man on. He's got a stealing A. What do you think? 1-15. Tying run, 1 away, playoffs, we got to go for it. 1-15 on the steal, right? A 1-15. When we're just playing basic, 1-15, they send him, and he's just in there with a 14. Just in there. So Figgins still in base here in the 5th, and he's down at second. So now with just 1 away, we got a little drama here in Anaheim Stadium. And coming up now is Erstad, who's grounded out and struck out. So Schilling needs to mow him down here. Come on, Kurt. I got a 3 and a 3. Ground ball, second base, A. If no runners are forced, runners hold. So that's interesting. So I got a guy at second, but he's not forced, so he's going to hold. So maybe that was hit right at him, and he decided to play it safe. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we got a ground ball 4. So he's not going anywhere, right? On a ground ball A. So yeah, so I guess that's it. If no runners are forced, runners hold. So that's what it says. That's what we're going to do. So that runner is stuck at second, and Guerrero coming up. And Guerrero, he also hit it down to third base, and there was an error. 2 away now, bottom of the 5th. Is there a significance to this game? Is it a random game? Well, it's game 1 of the series between the Sox and the Angels, so I'll hang on to the score sheet, and if I ever want to come back and play game 2, I can do that. But so it's I guess it's part of a playoff. I was just wanting to play some 2004 Red Sox tonight. And so this is the as-played lineup for that night to the best I can. All modes of Strat are fun, but there's something about Basic just so relaxing. It's easy. You don't got to think about it. Like when I look at the back of the card here, I get confused with all the writing's a little smaller and the two sides and lefty-righty, and I get screwed up. So this is nice and clean. I like the look of this. It's just easier for me to follow. So we have Guerrero up. We have 2 away and a man on second. That's the tying run. We have a 1 and a 3. Popped it up to Bellhorn. And that will do it in the inning. So they threaten, but they don't score. So we're going to go to the top of the 6th. And David Ortiz will lead it off here. David hit into a double play, and he grounded back to the mound. So not a terrific day for Ortiz. There we go. See what he can get out of the funk here. Come on there. Big Poppy, right? He's Big Poppy, right? Fly ball into center field on the 6-9. Wait. 6-9-7? Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, 6-10's a fly ball. 6-9-7. That's a double. All right. So Ortiz a double for his trouble, and he goes down to second base, and that's another hit here for the Sox as I update my score sheet over here. Okay. And Alan says, as a logical homebrew rule, I always advance runner on second and ground as the first and second, which makes sense. Yeah, I would say so. I would say that would be a logical thing to do. But again, you can come up with any scenario where he maybe hit it right at him, he got it, he looked at him, and the guy's like, yeah, I'm the tying run. I'm not going to get thrown out at third. So, but yeah, I think that would make more sense. But again, this is kind of what we're doing here tonight. But I do agree with you. So now we have Millar with nobody out and a man on second base. And that's Ortiz. So Millar's going to be hitting here against Washburn. I have a 6 and that's going to be the fly ball center field. So 6 and a 10 and a B. Batter is out, runner on third scores, everybody else holds. So it's just going to be a fly ball to center field. So Millar is out and we have 1 away. Varitek is 2 for 2, a single and a double. Let's see if he can continue this here. I have a 1-11 ground ball second base A. So that so again, runners hold. So Ortiz is not going to go. I need to be fair. So it's going to be a G4. And we have 2 outs, and Ortiz is still stuck at second base. He did not want to try it. But again, that's the logical homebrew would be to have him go to third on a play like that, but I'm going to hold him because I have to be fair. So 2 away, and Cabrera, who's grounded out but drove in a run, and then he has an intentional walk. So we have a 3 and a 9. Ground ball to short, and that will end the inning. So the Sox get a run. They strand a guy. And that is that here in the 6th. We go to the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 3-2. We got ourselves a good game here. Schilling comes back out here, and he will be facing Anderson, who homered back in the 2nd to lead it off, and then he struck out. So they've kind of had a nice little battle going on here tonight. So I have a 4 and a 7. Ground ball second base X. Damn it. I don't like these checks here at second base. So Bellhorn, he was pretty good, right? A 4 and a 4 at second base. And that's good. Single 2. So it's just going to be a single, though. So he's going to single because he likes to mingle. And Anderson is the tying run at first base. He's not very fast. Stealing E, running 1-12. He's not terrible, neither. Let's see. What did I have here? Did he come out of the game? No, he played the whole game, so we'll leave him in. And Brian says, just a thought, you could always re-roll 1 die, and on a 6 he holds, otherwise he advances. Yep, there's a couple things you could do like that. I kind of like that idea of, having him go. it's something if I played more of this game, I would probably throw in some of my own things like that would make some sense. Or I could get the payoff pitch fact deck and flip that too. cheat by borrowing from another game. I could do that. Troy Glaus is out here. So we got man on first, nobody out, and Glaus has struck out and doubled. He struck out and doubled here. So I have a 5 and a 4. Oh, ground ball shortstop X. Boy, this has just been the death of us tonight. Cabrera is a 2 and a 15. Out 3. Runner on first is out going to second, providing there is one. Completion of double play. So it's a double play. Right? That's a double play. So Glaus hits it down, and they're going to turn the 6-4-3 double play. So there's 2 away, and that's just what the doctor ordered. So Schilling got the bounce that he wanted. Jeff Devannon coming up with 2 outs, and the bases are empty. We got a 3 and an 8. Struck him out. Schilling gets out of the inning. And the Sox will go to the top of the 7th with a 3-2 lead. Dun, dun, dun. Alrighty, so let me take a look here again. So how many innings did Washburn go? Washburn, he only went 3 1/3. He gave up 5 hits and 7 runs. He's given up 4, 5, 7 hits and 3 runs. Let's see how he does. Okay, so if he has trouble in this inning, then we'll take him out. But for right now, we're gonna leave him in. So we have nobody out here. We're back in the top half of the innings, and it's gonna be Bill Miller, who redeemed himself by he's got 2 runs driven in this game. All right, intentional walk. Yep. So he's driven in a couple of runs. He drove in 1 in the 2nd and 1 in the 4th when we had the bases loaded, and he hit it back to the pitcher. All right, but he's got 2 errors today. 2 errors, but he's driven in 2 runs. I mean. All right, we're gonna let him hit. A 4 and a 9, and a double on a 1-19. It's an 8. He's gonna double. So he's making up for the mistakes in the field with his bat, and he gets a double for his trouble. So Miller's on at second base. He represents the insurance run. Now, he was pinch hit far in this game. No, he wasn't. He played the whole game. Millar come out and Minkovic come in. That's what happened. Okay. Again, sometimes I like to try to play it kind of what they did. I know once you stop playing, it's all fictional, but so nobody out. The leadoff man with a double, and now Gabe Kapler coming up, and he's absolutely done nothing tonight at the plate. So I got a 5-10. Catches card X. Oh, I always have trouble with catches card X. I'm terrible at catches card X. So I got a Molina. I got a 2 and a 1. Oh, that's a pass ball followed by a strikeout. So the ball gets by. Millar goes down the 3rd on the pass ball. And then Mueller strikes out. So that's as good as a sacrifice as far as I'm concerned. So Johnny Damon comes up. He is due with 1 out, a man on 3rd. Now do you play in? I think you play in. I think we're going to play infield in here because, we can't have another run here. There's only 1 away. So Damon comes up, and so help me here. I'm going to play infield in, so you guys got to help me if I do that. Now, I don't even know if you can do that in basic. Can you? Can you play infield in basic? Infield in. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's an infield in table. Is there an infield in table? on the basic strategy chart. Oh, there is. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's get adventurous and do the infield in. All righty. So we're going to try that here. Push our limits. So we have Damon up, and at third base we have Miller. Here we go. We have a 5 and a 5. Ground ball, shortstop, X. Now, on a ground ball, shortstop, X with the infield in. With the infield in, it's hit to short. If the result is ground ball X, resolve the play in the usual manner, then consult the infield in table. All right, so it's hit down the short. So this is going to be fun. We're going to get this, see if we can get this right. So it's hit down to X9, who's a 2. I have a 2-12 at shortstop. That's an out 3. Runner on first is out going to second, providing there is one. Completion of double play. Other runners advance 1 base. So we have a conundrum here. So we have an out 3. Runner on first, out going to, but there's no runner on first. Other runners advance 1 base. So this would be a play to first, but now I need to go infield. Do I need to go to the infield in chart? All right. Let's go to the infield in chart here. X ground balls found on the fielding chart X. A ground ball resulting a ground balls out of the nose resulting in hit or an error. Result to the batter out. Result to the runner. Runner on third holds. Okay, I think that's what we got here, right? So on according to this chart in basic, X ground balls, a ground ball hit or an error, follow the results. It was not hit, it was a ground ball out. So ground balls out of those results is an out, runner on third holds. And the base is loaded. So that's what we're gonna do. So he hits it down to shortstop, runner holds, so the infield in pays off, and so it's gonna be Damon's gonna hit it down to short, we said, right? Right, on the 5-5. Yep, hit it down the short, and there's 2 away. Okay, I think I got it. And treat as ground ball B. Yeah, yep, and that's basically ground ball B, right? Yep, because it's runner's hold, and the batter is out first. Okay. So there's 2 away now, and Bellhorn coming up, and Bellhorn has popped out and flied out. So let's see if Washburn can get it done. And we have a 1-7, and he walked him. So Bellhorn's on. So we have first and third now with 2 away. And who comes up to the plate? Manny. All right, here we go. This is fun. Strat needs to get more seasons so I can play some basic. I do like the basic. I like the APA basic. I like the Strat basic. And I need to pull out some of my other baseball games because I was going to pull out Payoff Pitcher Season Ticket tonight, but I hadn't played them in so long, and I just didn't want to have to relearn anything tonight, even though they're not terrible to learn, but I still have to relearn them. Ramirez, Manny's 1 for 3. Here we go. Runners in scoring position. Washburn is going to pitch to him. Here we go. I got a 4-9. And that's going to be a double with 2 asterisks. So he's going to hit this one. Manny is going to double. That's going to send Miller home. And Bellhorn goes to third and will stop. So Miller scores over here, and it's second and third. And Manny comes through. And I need to dig out another number here. All right, so I need to dig out my 4 on the Al Wilson scoreboard here. I should probably put a little thing up here for ads. Maybe that's the thing to pitch to Al. Al, put a little thing so we can put some ads up here. That'd be great. Channel sponsors can now go here on the scoreboard. And Justin says he stopped playing Strat because they don't have enough seasons. Well, you don't have to stop playing it. But definitely if there's, a game that has more seasons in stock, I'd like to gravitate towards them because I want to play more and get more seasons, and that's what we do. We collect. We have the fun part of the hobby of that stuff. And so now it's David Ortiz. So Manny drives in a run. It's 4-2 Sox in the top of the 7th. We still have 2 outs. Right? We have the strikeout, and then we have the ground out. We have the walk, and that's going to be the end for Washburn. So Washburn's coming out, and we're going to bring in Scott Shields, who was the first guy that came in. Again, I don't know anybody's right or lefty. It doesn't matter. So Shields is coming in. So Washburn goes 6 2/3, right? 6 2/3. He gives up 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits. 9 hits. Struck out 1, only 2. Only 2 strikeouts. And he had 2 walks. And that is that. So 6 2/3, 9 hits. 2. So now they're up to 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hits, yep. All righty, so now we have second and third after the double by Manny Ramirez, and it's David Ortiz facing Scott Shields. Oh, this poor guy comes in, right? These poor relievers. He's going to come in the, yeah, okay, we're good. And digital to dice would be nice. Thanks to Z Dufferman coming by. Here we go. David Ortiz in the top of the 7th with 2 away. Runners on second and third. We're not going to walk him. We're going to pitch to him. 4, 8. And he's going to double and clear the bases. So Shields comes in and gives up a double here. And Ortiz drives in a pair of runs. There's 1, there's 2, and Ortiz goes to second. And so 2 more runs come in. Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 6. Now I got to dig out my 6. Dig out my 6. Where's my 6? There we are. We got to change this over here. And it's now 6-2 Boston over the California Angels. So Ortiz comes through, and hopefully we don't have to take out Shields. We don't want to do that. Kevin Millar coming up. He's 2 for 3 with a double and a single. I have a 4, 8. And he's going to double. Oh, man, Shields is getting rocked around the Casbah. And another run will come in, and Millar goes to second. And I got to keep digging into my bag of numbers over here. And this is crazy. Holy cow, this is all with 2 outs. All with 2 outs. It's like that game the other night. Just can't get anybody out. Here we go. So, we're almost going to hit around the order here. Yeah, so I got Veritek. He's going to be the 7th guy to hit in the inning. Whew. Shields equals gasoline poured on the fire, says Brian. Yeah, pretty much. That was a good job bringing him in, huh? All righty, so Veritek. He's 2 for 3 with Millar on second. Oh, boy. 4-2 fly ball, right field. And that'll get him out of the inning. But the damage has been done. 1, 2, 3 runs come in. Or 4 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4 runs come in here in the 7th to turn a 3-2 game into 7-2. And so that guy gave up 2 hits, and this other guy gave up 2 hits, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 hits in that inning. So Shields comes in and gives up back-to-back doubles. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so 3 doubles in a row. Shields gave up 2 of them. And so it's now bottom of the 7th, 7-2 Sox. So Shields will go think about that. He'll go over here, and Schilling will come back out. Now, Schilling in this game, he went 6 2/3. 9 hits, 3 runs. So he went 6 2/3. So we're in the bottom of the 7th. He's given up 5 hits and a couple runs. So we'll keep an eye on him, too. If he starts to kind of falter, then we'll go to the bullpen. But let's see how he does here in the 7th. All righty. 7-2 Sox. I think they've opened it up here a little bit, haven't they? So we have a 6 and a 6. And that's going to be a single. All right, 6 and a 6. All right, so Jose Molina is on with a single because he likes to mingle. And so we'll put our man on base here. So we got a man on first, and it's going to be Eckstein. Eckstein is 0 for 2. And we're not going to steal or do anything crazy because we need 5 runs. I got a 5-7. Yeah, that's going to be a double. And now, do I want to send this guy home? No, he's a 1-10, so no, we're not going to. So it's a double for his trouble. So we have 2nd and 3rd, and I think that's going to be the end of Schilling. So, yeah, so Schilling's going to come out here in the 7th. And the guy coming in is going to be Alan Embry. He's first on my list because he came in first, and so he's coming in. So Schilling, he goes 6, right? Because there's no outs. So he's going to go 6 innings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. He had a lot of strikeouts, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts. No walks. Yep. So Schilling comes out and Embry comes in. Okay, so let's see what we can do with nobody out and runners at 2nd and 3rd, and the Sox up 7-2. Let's see how the Sox bullpen does, right? I got a 2 and a 9. Fly ball center field B. Runner on 3rd scores. So that's going to be a sacrifice fly. So, fly ball center field B. So, Eckstein is going to fly out to center field, but he's going to get a run home. All right, so now California tacks one on. So they got 1 out. This guy scores, that guy holds, and Eckstein, well, he gets a run home. Let's just say that. So now it's Alfredo Amizaga, who hit it down the 3rd for an error. Oh, wait. Wait. No, hang on a sec. Molina, Eckstein. Eckstein hit twice. I didn't flip Eckstein when I changed it. So that should have been Amizaga. Oh, I might have messed up. Hang on a sec. A 2-9 is a strikeout. Oh, back up the bus. Back it up, folks. I screwed up. I didn't change the batter. I always do that. So I changed the pitcher, but I didn't change the batter because Eckstein hit the double. So Amizaga. No, hang on a sec. Molina, Eckstein, yeah, Amazaga's up 3rd. Eckstein doubled. Amizaga comes up, and a 2-9 is a strikeout. Okay, never mind. All right. So we got 1 away. 2nd and 3rd. Run does not come home. Let me fix that. How come I always screw that up? So Amizaga strikes out. So Embry gets him on a strikeout and is 1 away. So now Figgins comes up. Still 7-2. Okay, good thing I caught that. That's why I have my score sheet over here. So Figgins comes up. Yeah, I never changed it. XD and his pal Igor. Right? What was that, Young Frankenstein? Igor? Habluka. All right. It's Figgins. Chone Figgins. 4, 6. And he strikes out. So Embry comes in and fans the first 2 guys he sees with 2nd and 3rd. And the Sox dugout is all happy now. So with 2 away, Erstad comes up. Erstad. 6, 10. And he struck him out. He struck out 3 in a row. Dun, dun, dun. So after I did a screw up and fix it, he struck out 3 guys in a row. And Embry mows him down. And we're going to go now to the top of the 8th. 7-2 Sox. Wowzers. All right, so Shields, who has not done very well since he came in, is going to stay on the mound here. And so, yeah, they struck out 3 in a row. Pretty wild. So they don't get any. No, that guy didn't score. I got to fix my thing here. So they left runners on base. So no, they did not score. So it remains 7-2. We go to the 8th. Cabrera. 0 for 3 in this one, but he did drive in a run. 5 and a 12. Ground ball to second. And that's going to be Amazaga. So Cabrera, G4. 1 away. And now we have Bill Miller. Miller's 2 errors tonight, but he's also driven in a couple of runs and doubled and scored. So, I mean, you know, you trade the bats for the gloves. 1-7. Ground ball is short. 2 away. So, Shields getting it done here in the 8th. Gabe is a 1-4. Ground ball short. So, a 1-2-3 inning for Shields. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. 7-2 Red Sox here in game 1. Alan Embry will stay on the mound. Now, let me take a look at the A's, what they did here. So, Devannon was pinch hit for, and Amazaga was pinch hit for at some point. Early, actually. Amazaga only had 1 at bat, then he come out. So I don't know if he got hurt. Oh, he struck out. I don't know if he got hurt, but... Oh, how about this? Anderson actually hit a home run in real life, and he hit a home run in my game here. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's Glaus. Glaus homered, not Anderson. Oh, that was almost close. I always find that fascinating when that stuff happens. All right, so scratch that. All right, so let me get my scoreboard back down here. So it's 7-2 Boston. Bottom of the 8th, Erstad. No, it's Guerrero. Erstad struck out. I got to get my batters squared away. Holy cow, I'm screwing up. Guerrero comes up. Here we go. 0 for 3. A 4-7. Ground ball, second base, X. Oh, damn it. Bellhorn, a 4-13. And 1 base error. So Bellhorn boots it. And that's 3 errors for the Sox. So Guerrero down a second, E4. And we got a runner on. And now we have Garrett Anderson, who's homered in this game and singled, so we're not taking him out. Man on first. 3-4. And that is gone. His second home run of the game. Garrett Anderson. And it is gone. And so the home run scores 2 as the bases clear. And then we got to have him trot the bases. And so now that 2 turns into a 4. So Embry gives up a 2-run dinger after the error. So this is turning into 5th inning Yankees-Dodgers. Yeah. So Glaus coming up. He's doubled, so he's 1 for 3. So there's nobody out. It's 7-4 now. Can Embry lock this down, or do we got to go deeper into the pen? We have a 1-9, and he struck him. So we have 1 away. So Embry getting it all done with strikeouts. Triple G comes by. Good to see you. And we have a 2 and a 7. Uh-oh. And he's going to single because he likes to mingle. So Devannon is on. And that brings up the funky Cold Molina. He's the catcher. He's 1 for 3. And I think they didn't hit for him, right? No, just Devannon and a Mazaga. So let's see how this plays out. All righty, so we got one away, man on first. Jose Molina, the catcher, against Embry. We have a 5 and a 6, and he lines it out to the shortstop. So a nice stab by Cabrera on the 5-6. So he's going to L6. So we have 2 away, and that man is still on first base. So now we're going to have Eckstein. He's the shortstop. He's doubled the last time he was up, which was last inning. That's when they loaded they got second and third but didn't score. All right, Eckstein coming up. Man on first. 2 runs in, though. We have 2 runs in. Can't forget that. 2 runs are in. And we have a 3-9, and he popped it up to second base to Bellhorn. And a P4, and that'll do it. But they do get 2 runs to make it 7-4, and they got the 2 hits off of Embry. So, where did I get the 2004 cards? I bought these a long time ago, Justin. Like a long time ago. And I think it was like recently. I probably bought these like 4 or 5 years ago when I first started playing Strat. And I think they're out of stock now. And they sat here. And it was just recently that I went in and I started to unbox them. And I think I pulled them apart. You got to tear them apart. That was recently. That was not that long ago. They sat for a couple of years, and I was like, and I think it was must have been last summer before that I went through and said I got to put everything away, and I went and I reorganized things. Maybe it was after the flood last year, and I just put everything away, and everything got a new home. And I said I need to get the Strat cards, and I got the envelopes, and I put them in. And so it might have been last summer that I finally got to them after sitting in plastic for years. But I wanted to have 2004, and now I finally break them out for the first time. So where are we now? We're in the top of the 9th. What do I want to do for pitchers? We're going to bring in Greg. Kevin Gregg is coming in because he came in real life. So Greg will come in, just kind of following what they did. So Shields goes, 1? So he came in the 6th, so he goes... So he went 1/3, 2 1/3? No, 1 1/3. So if he come in the 6th, and he get that out, so we went 1/3, 1 and 2. So we went 2 1/3. No, but that gives us 9 innings. That can't be right. Washburn come out in the 6th. Or the 7th. No, he come out. Oh, the 7th. That's right. So we got 1 and 2/3. 1 1/3. He went 1 and 1/3. So he goes 1 and 1/3. Gives up 2 hits. Struck out 1. And no base on balls. For those of you scoring at home, I know you all are. So Kevin Gregg will come in here in the top of the 9th, and he'll face the top of the order here. So we have Johnny Damon, who's 0 for 4. And he's our leadoff guy. He does get better in the playoffs, let me tell you. So we have a 4 and an 11. Fly ball right field X. Finally an X for these guys. So in the right field, it's going to be Guerrero with a 3. And a 3-11 is a double. I told you he's coming through. So Damon doubles into the corner. And I need to get him also. So there we go. Second base. So Damon's on at second base in a 7-4 game. And it's going to be Bellhorn. Now, who did the Sox take out? It was Millar. Oh, Millar. I said Millar and Bellhorn. So maybe I bring in Pokey Reese. What do we think? Bellhorn's got a couple of walks. We're going to keep him in. He's got a couple of walks, so they don't like pitching to Bellhorn, so we're going to leave him in. So Bellhorn's basically 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Man on second, Bellhorn. I'm going to let him hit. I'm not going to bunt. I don't think. Do I want to bunt him over? I might bunt him over. You know I like to bunt. All right, here we go. So we're going to bunt. 20-sided die here. Oh, no, 12. It's 12. Here we go. Bellhorn's going to try to bunt him over. A 5. Batter's thrown up by the pitcher, but that's a sacrifice bunt. So Bellhorn with a sacrifice is going to get Damon to third. So that's how that goes. And it's Manny coming up now. Manny doubled the last time, so Greg, it doesn't get any easier. He does have one away, though. So Manny coming out with Damon in third. And the pitch is a 3-6, and he struck out Manny. Fandom. That's a good job by Greg. And so now he's got David Ortiz. And Ortiz, he's got 2 doubles in this game. Do I put... No, I'm not... Do we put on Ortiz and pitch to Miller or Millar? Who's 3 for 4? I suppose it doesn't matter. Let's just pitch to Ortiz. 2 away. Greg to Ortiz. A 5-6. Struck him out. Good job. So they do get the 1 hit, though. No runs. And so now we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th. Dun, dun, dun. And here we go. Oh, you want to bring in Falk? He didn't pitch in this game, by the way. It was Timlin. So I'm going to bring in Timlin. Right? I'm going to bring in Timlin. I'm just going to go with how they did it in real life. So Timlin will come in. And he'll try to close it out here in game 1. And now Amazaga was somebody hit for him. So Amazaga's coming out. And Dallas McPherson will come in. So here's Dallas McPherson right on the top. So Dallas McPherson will come in for Amazaga like he did in real life. So let's get Timlin going first. So Embry goes 2. Embry gives up 2 hits. He struck out the first 3. He struck out 4, actually. And no walks. So now we're going to get Timlin to come in the 9th. And Dallas McPherson is coming in to bat for Amazaga. Okay. So he's coming in the bottom of the 9th. So in the bottom of the 9th, folks, here we go. So Timlin's going to get the opportunity for the save, but thanks for reminding me of that, Al. I always forget to bring in the closers. So Timlin's going to try to close this out. 7-4 lead for the Sox. Bottom of the 9th, game 1. Anything can happen, though, right? Anything can happen. So we have a 3 and a 4. Fly ball in the right field, and Kapler will make the catch. And so the pinch hit did not work. And it's a fly ball into right. And he is gone. So now, just in case, I need to get somebody ready for the outfield. Oh, for second base. Amazaga was second base, so I need a second baseman. Maybe. If they get 3 runs, I will. Excuse me. Figgins. He's got 2 strikeouts and 2 hits. Timlin to Figgins. A 5-11. Ground ball down the first. And Milan will take that himself. And there's 2 away. 2 away now. And Erstad comes out. He's got 2 strikeouts and 2 groundouts. And they let him play the whole game, right? Yep. So we're going to let him play. Here we go, folks. This is it. 2 outs. Nobody on. 7-4 Sox. Bottom of the 9th. And here we go. I have a 2-9. And he's going to single. The game will continue as Erstad gets the single because he likes to mingle, and he is on. And Vladimir Guerrero comes up. The game is not over yet. I have a 5 and a 9. Struck him out. Timlin gets the job done. That is that, and that is your final score. So, the final score, it's the Sox 7 and California 4. So what I'm going to do here is get you the final numbers, because I know you guys are dying for that. You baseball guys like that. So the final score, it's going to be 7 for the Sox and 4. And as far as hits go, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hits for the Sox. But they did commit 3 errors. So 7, 12, and 3 for California. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. They had 10 hits. And any errors for California? I don't think they had any errors. No. So that's your scoring line right here. So Boston 7, 12, and 3, and California 4, 10, and 0, and that is game 1 in the books here. Yeah, that was a good time. Let's go back to Studio B. Let's move some of my cameras around here. Hang on 1 second. There we go. And that is that. So, yeah, fun time. I always enjoyed Strat Basic Baseball. And I always enjoy APA Basic, too. I almost pulled out the payoff pitch. I don't know why. I almost did. I'll have to pull that out and practice. That and season ticket. I need to practice more with them. Because I have bunch of seasons for both of them. But I saw Robert playing some Strat hockey tonight. I says, I need to get some Strat baseball going. And I did. And this is like the original 79 season, too. I mean, this is pretty beat up. In fact, there's a lot of writing. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is 2004. I'm sorry, 2004. These are brand new. These are mine. I have a 79 season that's pretty beat up that somebody sold me at a fair price. But it is old. It's got writing on it and the whole bit. But, that's fine. Well, at least I know what the 2 cards are for now, so thank you for pointing that out, the people who helped me with that. And, again, so I ended up making my my own little labels here. So I got my Red Sox going back in the thing here. And I finally got to play it. And somebody asked earlier if this is part of a bigger project. Not really. Is lately what I've been doing, because I'm just so busy at work that I don't have time to really sit down and get anything big going. So I've been going back to some of my games and seasons and just pulling out a couple teams and playing them, because I have all these seasons, and some of them I haven't touched, and this is one that I haven't touched. So I was able to finally pull this out and play some 2004 Red Sox, and that's what it's all about here. And there's my my A's right there, 2004, and Clams and stuff comes by. Good to see you. And he says, how's the weekend planning in Connecticut going? Good. Mike was in the chat earlier, and we were talking about that. We got to reconnect. We got to get a hold of the hotel. We need to get the code so to put in so we can, lock in the rooms, and you guys can get a room there and the whole bit. The dates are pretty much short up for May of next year. And again, digitaltodicecon.com is the website, which has a lot of the information. And we haven't updated that in probably a week or so, because we got the bulk of it done, and now it's just a matter of ironing out the details. But boy, we might have a lot of special guests showing up, people that you are gonna recognize, game developers, YouTubers, and the whole bit. Good to see Clay releasing that season ticket football, so I'm sure he's gonna bring that, and a whole bunch of things like that. And I know we got a lot of prizes to hand out. I know John from Shootout is going to donate something, and Mike from Solitaire Pro Football is going to donate something. And I think Joe from Payoff Pitch said he couldn't make it, but he would donate something too. So it should be a fun weekend. It really should be. I'm looking forward to that a lot. I'm really looking forward to that, meeting everybody and playing with everybody. I want to do more playing than reporting. When I went to Ohio, I did a lot of reporting, and I didn't get much playing in. But then I did a lot of chatting too. So. But that's what I went there for, is to have a good time. I didn't go there to play as much as I did to mingle. So that was a good time. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, everyone. So I'm gonna clean up my little mess here. Boy, I love this thing. The Al Wilson scoreboards here. If you haven't got it, go check these out. These things are just awesome. They make the visuals. They got the score here. It's everything you need. It's really, the football is great. I almost played some map of football today. I just didn't have the time. I was too busy doing leaves. But anyway, that is that. So Strat Baseball tonight. Fun time that I got to pull this out and play some Strat Basic. I hopefully they add some more seasons. I like the 70s and the 80s. I'm hoping to get 95 from somebody. Payoff pitch doesn't have 95. Appa has it, but it's real expensive because you got to buy the extra cards. That was a fun Red Sox season with Wake and all those guys. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, got to play some Strat Basic. I even got to pull out my fielding charts here. Right, that was fun. I haven't pulled this stuff out in a long time, and it went pretty smooth, I thought. We even had an X play with the infield in, and got to figure out that, and yeah, good time. I like playing the simple baseball games, as you know. It's just easier. When you're not sitting there scratching your head trying to figure out what happened, it just makes for a more fun game, more enjoyable game. But anyway, game 1's in the books. Boston over California 7-4. As I got my scoreboard here. So again, final score: Boston 7, California 4, and that is that. So I'm Dave from Studio B. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm back to work tomorrow. My next day off is Thanksgiving. Yeah, so I go 5 weeks without a day off, and then I'm going to go 3.5 or 4. I don't know how far away Thanksgiving is. I might have the day after Thanksgiving off, too. I might. I don't know. I got a tournament that Saturday, so I got to plan for the tournament. So I won't have that day off either. Oh, well, we'll do our best. So we'll talk to everybody later. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have a good weekend. Bye-bye.